About a week ago, I published a video on whether LBRP can make you broke. It resonated with many of my followers, but an Etsy customer asked what lesser rituals to emphasize. While there is no cut and right answer, as everyone is unique, the more I practice and live, the more I think there might be a holistic approach. Nutrition. The lesser rituals are general. They are not less cool than the greater and the supreme. The banishing swipe out or shut down whatever is there. The invocations empower and keep it running. Given that their combinations can find commonalities with different dietary methods. In the case of extensive banishing, that resembles going on a carnivore diet or perhaps doing a water fast or even a retreat considering the effects. And the reason is that like excess banishings, zero carb diet is one of total elimination. Total elimination. Besides getting you into ketosis and suppressing your appetite, zero carbs eliminate toxicity and any potential triggers of whatever conditions you may or may not have. And you can think of that as shutting down all thought and spiritual forms with a magical EMP and perhaps living like that for a while. Different needs. Thanks to my modified steaks and eggs diet, I have my current physique, health and look. Yet, other than a few times per week, I no longer eat like that. I also do OMAD daily, but use multi-day fasts only when the situation calls for it, like being sick, etc. Though the best for the constantly hungry, insulin-resistant obese person, zero carbs may not be optimal for an OMAD-adapted, metabolically flexible athlete. Sure, most carbs have toxins, but others provide clean fuel and superior anabolic environment, like the hard probability shifts and the operant model in general. Considering oneself. The worse your health, the more a carnivore diet can help. You'll get lean, heal your gut, optimize your hormones, and actually want to get into the gym. However, it may not let you reach your genetic potential naturally. Similarly, emphasizing banishings can help you obtain clarity, become more centered, and kick out bad habits or something draining your energy. And though you can achieve that much more effectively using the Sephiroth, general banishings can keep toxic people and situations at bay. On the other hand, they can create a vacuum putting your life on hold, similarly to plateauing in bodybuilding. If you're like me, they may also prevent you from doing practical work which aids in building a desired future with proper personality traits and habits and expanding horizons. Let me know if that resonates. Banishing. Now, to whom I would suggest emphasizing banishings early on the path? Actually to my former self. Almost 2 decades ago, I was in a dark place. From drug and alcohol issues to fapping, zero discipline, and mostly meaningless, yet almost permanent social interactions. Plus, I was both mentally and physically obese, metaphorically and literally speaking, and constantly distracted, thus self-medicated. Mostly a result of destructive notions and delusions, my whole reality was a hot mess, so I urgently needed to wipe it out and disconnect/distance from it. This would have included a period of retreat and, if you watched the previous video, a clean vision board, which I have no doubts excess banishings could help with. On the contrary, too many in my late 20s prevented me from taking action and actually engaging with reality. Moreover, they almost brought back people who no longer belong to my life. Hence the issue with the vacuum and nature filling it however it finds suitable, which is entropy. Invocations. Now, would I suggest such a total elimination approach to someone with well-established routines, basics like training and eating healthy, probably working on their own business, building valuable skills and having meaningful goals? Definitely not. In my humble opinion, such a person needs to strengthen their connection with reality and spirit, if you will. In the same way, I would not necessarily recommend a year of celibacy to a person who doesn't fap and watch porn, nor is attached to sex, but has a healthy sex life. Nor I would recommend a carnivore diet to a highly metabolically flexible, shredded and usually depleted person crushing the weights daily. Like in dieting and optimization, the key is tweaking things based on your situation. Personality types. A helpful tactic might be considering your balance between intra and extraversion, or Horus and Set if you will. Whenever I mention this, a few comment that too many banishings worsen their introversion as they do mine. And this is crucial as many of those interested in the occult are actually introverts. Zodiac Signs. Exploring your sign can also bring insights into this. And based on life experiences, i.e. interactions with real people and correspondences, I don't think Virgos, Taurus and Capricorn could benefit from emphasizing banishings the way Sagittarius, Leo and Gemini could, especially in terms of centering oneself, productivity, focus, etc. Yet, while it can bring additional insights, this is just a hypothesis to take with a grain of salt. And you can think of it as similar to how the different body types add muscle and have different requirements. The lowest of the low. In my humble opinion, the traditional emphasis on banishings assumes one is at their lowest level of personal development, like me finishing high school. According to some, it also assumes all have psychological issues, which excess banishing gets rid of. Personal experience. While it was really the operant model, SRP and GRH helping me overcome crippling anxiety, I disagree with the first. Sure, many occultists are a mess. Many are delusional that rituals will make up for that. Yet I don't think that applies to all, and speaking of this, I also don't think a year of banishing prepares for the mentioned rites. Not all. Some people interested in the occult are also into philosophy, optimization, building systems, productivity and creativity, and initiating positive changes. It is not uncommon for self-improvers to get into magic with far superior habits and situations than quote-unquote actual adepts. Would they benefit from emphasizing banishings the way some others would? I really don't think so. Compounding. Magic has cumulative effects. Building a YouTube channel, a business, a head-turning physique, or a valuable skill are all plants requiring frequent nurturing, so do the thought forms helping you provide it. Sure, reasonable purification is essential, but it really is about moving on and eventually working toward building a life of abundance. There is nothing wrong with starting with a blank vision board and occasionally having a fresh start. There's also nothing wrong with initiating a temporary retreat, as long as you don't forget it is temporary and it is a retreat, which, unlike conquering, is not the destiny of the modern person following their true will or ikigai. But that's just my opinion. Let me know if it resonates, check my products, and thank you for your time.